Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today in this session, we will see multi-threading concept in Python. So let us have the concept of multi-threading here. So basically, we would like to understand what exactly by multi-threading in Python. Multi-threading means you can allow to run, it allows to run multiple threads, multiple threads concurrently. Concurrently means simultaneously within a single process. Within a single process. This is called as multi-thread. I mean, multiple thread means multiple threads executing parallelly is called as a multi-threading process. This means what? A program can perform, a program can perform multiple tasks at the same time. Before going for the programming, I think we should understand what exactly mean by these concepts. So a program can perform multiple tasks at the same time is also called as multi-threading. Now, when we are talking about multi-threading, one word is coming into our picture that is called as a thread. What exactly mean by thread then? Thread can be a task, it can be a task, or you can say it's a lightweight process. It's a lightweight process. So if I'm talking about thread, it's a lightweight process. Then process means what? Process means obviously it's a heavyweight process. It's a heavy weight. So if you compare with between the thread and process, the thread is a lightweight process where process is a heavyweight. Actually, it is created by heavyweight. It's created by kernel of operating system, kernel of OS operating system. So you might have learned about these concepts of operating system. See, right? In OS also, OS is capable of capable of doing multiple, executing multiple processes, capable of having or capable of you can say handling what multiple processes concurrently or simultaneously processes. Okay, so what exactly happened in this OS when I'm talking about processes? That means it allocates separate space, separate memory. You can say separate space means separate memory space for each process, for each process. So other cannot interfere into that particular process. Okay, so these all are the fundamentals of multi-threading. If we'll see picturally or diagrammatically, we can say that I'll try to draw one diagram to better understanding this. It's our machine, right? Where we are having different parts. The initial part is what, let us say it's a hardware. And here we have any operating system. And top of this operating system, it can handle multiple processes. I can say this is a process one, this is process two, and process three, right? So now I'll write in short like process one. This is process two. Okay, try to understand. Okay, so for every process, right, this process can contain either a single thread, right, or this process can contain multiple threads. I'm just trying to draw some diagram, right? Obviously, it is not a perfect one, but you just to understand the concept. So every processes, this is one process, this is second process, this is third process. Every process contains threads. Thread means what in short? Suppose I can say it's a simple task. For example, finding a square of a numbers, finding a cube of a numbers. These are the tasks, right, which is going to execute in our programming. Okay, so one process may have one thread, one process may have multiple threads. Okay, so these all processes are executing on this operating system simultaneously. Okay, so what we are doing, so this operating system is capable of handling multiple threads at the same time or multiple processes at the same time, and process indirectly contains the threads. So I can say that this process is called as a multi-threading concept. This entire concept, you can say this as a multi-threading concept. Okay, so this part is okay to understand the theory of the multi-threading. So now our task is to say how to create these threads in Python. So to create this threads in Python, I'll not save this. How to create threads? Creating threads in Python programming, obviously. Okay, so to create this, we need to take the help of modules, right? You might have learned the modules. If you're not know the concept of modules, obviously we have some videos. You can go and check it out there. Okay, so modules. First module to create a thread is by using a threading module. Second, there is one more module called as a thread, but this after some version, this thread module has become a deprecated module. So generally we'll focus on this first one, that is threading module. Okay, so if I want to create a threads in Python, I have to two ways. One is by using a threading module. The second one is thread module. Okay, so in our programming, we are going to use this threading module. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept of multi-threading. Multi-threading means what? Running multiple threads simultaneously is called as multiple threading. So now let us start with one simple program to understand, right, how to create a thread. So whenever I'm talking about doing a programming for multi-threading, okay, we have three steps to perform. Three steps to create a program for multi-threading, to understanding a multi-threading concept. Number one, first of all, we need to write logics, logics. Second step is then we need to create a thread. Okay, you know now how to create a thread by using a threading module. Then the third step is what? To start the thread. These are the simple steps to create a multi-threading program. So to execute this program, I'll use a edit plus editor here. Just a minute. I hope the screen is visible. I need to check this one. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So I'll create one Python file. I generally use this Python edit plus editor to better understanding. The first of all, the first step is what we need to use the modules. So here I'm using the threading module, right? So I'll create two like two threads, or you can say two logic. First of all, I need to write logic, right? As we have discussed earlier. So I'll write one like find underscore square. In that, I'll pass one variable and simply I'll print mm, square of number num into num. I'll create one more function, define find cube, and here also I'll pass one variable and I'll print here cube of number colon comma num into num into num. Simple logic to understand the multi-threading concern. This is the first step we have done, writing a logic, right? As we have discussed here. Mm, this one. First step is over, write a logic. Second one is create a thread. And finally, then we need to start the thread. So here I'll put a command like creating thread. So to create a thread, let us take one variable like T1 means thread 1 equals to. So whenever I want to create a thread, I need to take a help of thread class. This thread class is available in this threading module. So whenever I want to use this thread class, you have to use this module name, that is threading dot thread class, and inside this we need to pass two parameters. One is target equals to, we need to call which one, the function, that is find underscore square, comma, we need to pass some arguments because this function is taking argument. And now generally these arguments is we are passing, they are in the form of tuple. The first argument I am passing like 5. You know the concept of tuple. If I want to pass a one argument, right, you cannot pass only simply 5. You have to put one comma there. Okay. Then after that, I'll create one more thread, T2 equals to, again same syntax, thread. Thread is a class, so T is a capital. Thread inside the bracket, target. Now I need to call the second thread. What is the thread? Find underscore cube, comma, args, that is the arguments, and here I'll pass, again I'm passing one argument. Suppose I'm passing 3, so I need to put a comma. So second step is over. First step is logics are done. Then second step is we have created the threads, and then we need to start the thread. Without starting, the thread is not going to execute this program. So starting, you can say the start the thread. So to start the thread, we have a simple function t1 dot start. Start is a function which starts the thread. T2 dot start. So we'll save this program. I'll save this program somewhere. I have one folder YouTube. Inside this Python, in the Python, I'll save this as a like test.python. You can take any name, save it. Generally, I'll run this program from CMD because it's an editor. I need to route this to D drive, CD, YouTube. Sorry, it's better I'll go to this path. I don't remember the Python. Inside this Python, just put here. There are some spelling mistake. Fine. YouTube, Python, fine. I need to execute. You know how to execute the file name. Python, the file name is test.py. Execute. See, we are getting the output. That is square of number is 25 and cube of number is 27. So that's how we have executed our the first multi-threading program where we have created the two threads, right? Before that, we need to write the logic because what you want to execute, thread is nothing but one task. So I've created two tasks here, and then I've created the thread, and after that we have called by using the start method, start function. So, okay, so this is a very simple program to understand the multi-threading concept. Now we will come up with some more videos in my upcoming sessions. So stay tuned, keep watching. Till then, bye bye.